Hi everyone, my name's Dimitri and welcome back to DimitriTube. So I wanted to do this video for a while, but I kept putting it off. But today is the day. I'm gonna show you all my Washington, D.C. apartment. Okay, so just a few quick details before I show you the apartment. So I live in a 1-bedroom basement unit and I pay $1,600 a month plus utilities, and I will go over what I pay in utilities at the end of the video. And if you're curious, I technically live in Parkview, but if people ask me where I live, I tell them I live in Columbia Heights, because if you tell people you live in Parkview, nobody knows where that is. So I just say Columbia Heights. Okay, so let me start showing y'all the apartment. Okay, so when you first walk into the apartment, you see my kitchen, living room, and office. And by the way, I have 2 entrances to this apartment. This is one entrance, and then I have another entrance on this side. Okay, so first up is my desk. This is where I work and make most of my YouTube videos when I'm not like working on it from my bed. Sorry, it's a little junky, but this is normally kind of how I have my desk. I need to figure out some sort of organization because I tend to have stuff on my desk. I really don't have a drawer or anything to put stuff in. And I'm honestly amazed by all the other YouTubers that just have absolutely nothing on their desk. This desk I got is really cool. It's one of those desks where you can adjust the height. But I will admit, I never stand at this desk. I always sit at this desk. So getting the adjustable desk was kind of pointless. And yes, I am an old man. I keep my pills at my desk so that way I remember to take them. And definitely what I like most about this desk is just how spacious it is and how much space I have to like just get work done. And just one last thing, I love these speakers. So this is not an ad or a promo or anything. I truly just love these speakers. So they're Audio Engine speakers and they just sound so good and they're so clear, and I listen to music a lot, so I just really love those speakers. They also have a subwoofer and I really want to get one of those too. Okay, so now moving on to the living room. Okay, so this is my couch. This is my TV. And this is just a little bit of holiday decor. And here is my vicious dog. And this is my portrait of the world. I actually got this for free from a friend who was moving and he just didn't have any more room to pack it. Also, if you look closely, so the world map is centered to the wall, but the TV is not centered to the wall, so that kind of looks a little off. I just recently moved the TV and the stand in here for my bedroom, and I'm still deciding whether or not I want to move the world map so it's centered above the TV. I'm still not sure yet. Okay, now we're moving on to the kitchen, and one of the things I like most about this kitchen is I think I have more storage space than when I shared an apartment with a roommate. Okay, so this is the kitchen. And yes, I do have a dishwasher, and it's actually like a really nice dishwasher. I think the landlord had like recently installed it before I moved in. And if you were wondering, my stove and oven are gas, which is really nice. So gas or electric really wouldn't have mattered to me, but I am happy that I did get a gas stove because I feel like gas just cooks food better. So right here is my bathroom. I'll give you the full tour of that later. And this is a utility closet. And then right here is my laundry. By the way, if you're watching this video and you're considering moving to Washington, D.C., most people do have laundry. It may not be in your unit, but it's likely in the building. I personally don't know anyone who does not at least have laundry in their building. Okay, so near the front entrance, I have my ring light and my camera tripod. As you can see, it kind of blocks this entrance, but I really don't take this entrance that much. And then right next to this entrance, I have this piece of artwork. So my friend Mario gave this to me as a housewarming gift, and he is an artist, and I just love this gift. It's such a unique piece of artwork. And then below this artwork, I have this coat rack And y'all, I swear I'm gonna nail it to the wall. We're heading into sweater season, so I really need a coat rack. This is just one of the tasks that I've just been loafing on. Okay, so now we're heading to where all the magic happens. Okay, let me turn the light on so y'all can actually see. I normally do not turn this light on because look at how bright and harsh it is. Like, I don't like it. Also, y'all are gonna drag me, but I don't have like anything in this room. I moved in a few months ago and I used to have my TV in here, so that definitely took up a lot of room, but now I don't, so the room is like pretty empty. I'm a minimalist and I'm pretty cheap, so I really don't buy anything unless I feel like it adds value to my life. Like, I plan on buying artwork or like a plant or something, but I'm not really in a rush to do it because literally I only sleep in this room. I pretty much spend most of my time in the living room. This is my dog's bed. This is my bed. And I got a mirror. Also, I gotta show y'all this. So this is like a penguin I made when I was like little, and I've always just kept it above like a light switch. But if you look closely, the funniest thing about it is like the feet are crooked. Okay, and right here is my closet. So one thing I will say about this closet is that it is a walk-in closet and it's actually the biggest closet I've ever had. So like, I didn't grow up poor or anything, but I've just never had a walk-in closet. And this is my bathroom. I apologize if I'm having trouble getting the shot. This is a kind of small bathroom. Above the toilet, they have a towel rack. Whoever was here before me, I don't understand why they put the towel rack here because like, how do you reach it? Like, I have long arms and I can barely reach that. I don't understand why they did that. And one cool thing about this shower is that it is huge. This is easily like the biggest shower I've ever had. So much space. And here is my mirror and sink. And this metal thing came with the apartment. There's really no storage space in this bathroom, but my landlord gave me this and it kind of fits here perfectly. It allows me to store some of my stuff. And like, no shade to my landlord, but I do think they should have installed one of those like medicine cabinet type of mirrors to like add a space to store stuff for the bathroom. And that is my whole apartment. And now I'm gonna move to my desk real quick so I can tell y'all about the utilities and my likes and dislikes. Okay, so before I wrap up this video, I just wanted to go over my rent and how much I'm paying utilities because a lot of you on the internet are pretty curious about that. Like I said earlier in the video, for rent, I pay $1,600 a month, which is a really good deal for a 1-bedroom in DC. I feel like 1-bedroom apartments in Washington, DC tend to be closer to $2,000 a month, but this mainly depends on your location and what amenities the building offers. And I forgot to mention this earlier in the video, I do have central heat and central air. A good amount of buildings in Washington, DC do not have central AC. A lot of times you'll just have like a window unit. Okay, now onto my utilities. For my utilities, for gas, I pay $17 a month. Also, just a heads up, I do not know how this apartment is heated. I have not stayed here through a winter, so I cannot tell you how the prices are gonna fluctuate in the winter. Moving on, for water, I pay about $29 a month. So this building's a little unique. So I share water with the 2 people who live in the unit upstairs. We also share trash as well. For the water bill, we split it 3 ways. And normally it comes out to about $29 per person. For electric, I pay about $52 a month. And then for internet and cable, I pay $163 a month, which I do know is high. So I have Fios, and I do think if I were to get Comcast, it would be a little cheaper. But because I upload YouTube videos, I thought it was worth it to get the nicer Fios option because at my old building, I used to have Comcast and it would take hours to upload a YouTube video. So I'm willing to pay the extra for better internet. And I do have cable, which for most people is a very unnecessary expense. But if you're new to my channel, I do reviews on The Bachelor and Bachelorette, so I have to watch it the night of. So I decided to get cable. And I did look into getting Hulu Live over cable, but the price of Hulu Live compared to bundling internet and cable together with Verizon, it was about the same price. And I don't remember why I chose Verizon over Hulu Live. I think Verizon offered me DVR included at like a low price, whereas Hulu didn't. Or for Hulu, I would have to watch ads or something. I really don't remember. And just one more thing before I wrap up this video, I do want to tell you all a few dislikes about this apartment. Don't get me wrong, I love this apartment, but there are a few dislikes. I don't know if you could tell from the video, but this apartment has like low ceilings. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I can definitely hear my neighbors sometimes. They're not loud by any means, but it is annoying to hear them sometimes. Next, there's not a lot of cheap food near me, so I mostly eat at home, but when I do grab food, I tend to eat cheap. And if you follow me on Instagram, you see that I go to Chipotle a lot because Chipotle isn't too far, but it's one of the only cheap things near me. And I also love Chinese takeout, but I finally found a good Chinese takeout spot, but even that one is almost a mile away. And if you don't live in the city, you may not think a mile is far, but keep in mind I'm walking. Normally if I grab food, I do not move my car because parking here can be very annoying, so I just leave my car parked. And this is just my opinion. If you're in the city and you want to grab food, normally you don't want to go to a place that's more than like a few blocks. Also, I am very cheap and I try to avoid delivery fees as much as I can. So if I personally cannot walk there and get it myself, I probably just won't get it. Next, I use Capital Bike Share and scooters a lot. And depending on the time of day or what day of the week it is, sometimes it can be really hard to find one. And that is definitely not a major issue. It's more of like an annoyance, but when that happens, I'll just like take the bus or I'll grab an Uber or something. I make sure I'm never like in a hurry, so it's really not a problem. And just one more slight downside, if you're a girl and you're watching this video and you're considering an apartment like this, I do not recommend it. So the neighborhood I live in definitely has homeless people and heads, and one of my entrances connects to an alleyway. They will definitely like roam the alleyways during the day and at night frequently, and they'll just hang out there too. So if you're a girl who plans on living by yourself, it can be a little dangerous. Definitely scope the neighborhood out before you sign that lease, or just find a larger basement unit so you can have roommates. When it comes to these alleyways, they can be dangerous and you gotta be careful. So outside of those few things, I definitely love this apartment and I'm very happy that I decided to stay here. So now we have come to the end of the video and I hope you all enjoyed my home, but now you gotta go. You don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out of here. Goodbye.